So situation report is the new intercooler is on. It's quite a high position, I'd say. I would like to do it being a bit lower, but because of my pipe work I couldn't have done, so I just want to get it on for now. So there we are, there it is. And then I've spent a couple of hours this afternoon making cardboard designs and coming up with something that will just help direct the airflow in rather than around the radiator. Particularly the flow tends to go up and over or down the side, so hopefully a little bit of basically plastic shrouding, it will help direct the airflow through the radiator rather than around it. I want to retain the air conditioning. If it seems like I can't, then we'll have to remove that, but that would be a shame because we had pipes repaired and a new air conditioning rad and dryer, etc. However, it's not holding gas at the moment, so meh. So let's get it on and get the bumper on and take it for a test drive. So does it look great? It's not ideal, but basically I put the intercooler up there for two reasons. One, pipework coming in, the angle it was coming at, the lengths the pipes are cut, limited me to that slightly. Secondly, I wanted to get some airflow under the intercooler and into the radiator, otherwise you're just blocking this big gap here and not letting any airflow through. So let's see what sort of difference that makes. This for some reason has dropped down here. Maybe I can attack that another time. But now it's time to go and test drive it. Winning! I think an ice cream actually. Lots of OJ and some ice cream. Very free Ben and Jerry's. Yeah. Stereo is definitely the next thing. It's diabolical. There's a blown speaker, blah blah blah. So I've dug out some old bits that I've got. I think I've got some of these, but I'm going to use these in the 206. But I did dig out my old box some Pioneer speakers for the fronts. I got an old shelf. Now, there's a story to this shelf. You won't have seen this probably before. This was in the race tractor when it was just a cruiser. Had a nice stereo system in it. Someone local bought it off me. And then I was like, oh, I'm selling my intercooler, and he's like, ah, funny enough, I've got your shelf. So we did a bit of a swap there. I have some of my old 6x9s as well, which maybe, don't know yet. These are just sort of fit standard, so that's quite nice. And I've got an amp that might try and fit at a later date if I find that just the stock stereo. Bought myself a new Sony stereo, very nice, Bluetooth, blah blah blah, usual stuff on it, USB, auxiliary, blah blah blah. And I also found these in an old box I had that I've been obviously saving for a time like this, the stock tweeters that they put in some of the Phase 3s, which is quite cool. So I'm going to hope that there's some wiring in there, and if not, we'll wire those in, and that should just improve our sound quality a little bit. When I put the stereo in, I'll put a remote wire in and run this cable for maybe doing an amp at some point, at least it's there ready. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm not going to show you how to. I'm not a stereo guy. I just like a little bit better sound. So that's what I'm going to go for in the Lemoan today. And it's beautiful and sunny out there. Just waiting for a ball joint to turn up, as it needs a ball joint fit in. And what else was I going to do on it today? I'm going to debadge the back. So there'll be a little guide on that, because guides do help support the channel. Lots of people watch them that aren't necessarily like Lemoan fan or me fan. So we're going to do that as well. Remove the badges because some of them are missing anyway. Do the same on the 206 as well. Debadge that because we're going to be polishing it up soon to make it more red and less pink. So we ended up going with my old faithfuls, the old Alpines. Not the best in the business, but they've never failed me. The nice sound quality. Got the tweeters in place. This one works. Turns out that one is popped or blown or something, but at least the mounts and the wiring's in place. So I just need to pick up a couple of 1-inch tweeters. So that's fine. I switched to these because basically the Pioneer ones, one had a little rattle in it. Didn't like that, so we've just gone with these old faithfuls. So that's the front's done. Next thing is I'll stick the head unit in, the nice one, the Sony one, and then I'll worry about the back shelf if I've got time today.